Arena and Innovation Mile. It's Birmingham visiting Noblesville and a matchup of affiliates for the Pelicans and the Pacers. And with that, we say hello. Thanks so much for joining us. He's the former league MVP, Rod Howard, and with the rest of our crew, I'm John Nolan. Rod, this should be fun. The Squadron coming in off a win. The Boom, meanwhile, on a season-best 4-game winning streak, and now nearly midway through the regular season, they're in playoff position.
They're doing an amazing job, right? Winning 5 of their last 6 games, doing everything you want your team to be doing to continue to move up the ladder here. Winning 2 on the road, winning in different ways, right? Winning close games and having blowout wins. And so I think this team is doing everything they can and playing extremely good basketball at the right time.
100%, and now even more good news for Tom Hankins' team. For the first time this season, they have all 3 Pacers two-way guys available, plus Cam Jones on assignment. So just the 2nd G League appearance this year for Quentin Jackson, for Ethan Thompson. It's his 6th game with the Boom. Taylor Peter, meanwhile, will come off the bench as Jalen Slauson and Samson Johnson start. For the Squadron, Trey Alexander, Hunter Dickinson, two-way guys for the Pels. Tom Hankins, the 6th-year head coach. Yeah, really pleased with the way his group is coming along. And for that matter, Joe Bear, 1st year in that seat for Birmingham, despite their record, 5-13 right now in the regular season, not in playoff position. He thinks they're certain to hit their stride too.
And he has a very talented team, right? From top to bottom, he's got guys on his bench with NBA experience. So as we've seen many times before in these G League games, the record doesn't necessarily tell the whole story as Mr. Wide Open layup. We were both kind of shocked as to what was going on. I guess maybe so was Birmingham.
Okay, it's certainly not. Oh, DJ Carton. What a way to start it.
They got all of that as the play before. Springer, I don't know what happened there.
I was going to say, obviously, with the frigid temperatures we've had around here lately, it's not golf season, but it felt like we kind of needed a breakfast ball, like a do-over to start for that opening sequence, but maybe Carton's got everyone's attention now.
I will say something I'm not necessarily proud of. I can remember being out.
Sheesh.
Cute doing what he does, but at the jump ball, win the tip, I get the ball in my hands and I don't remember which way we're going. So sometimes you just have a brain lapse.
Well, this is the most chaotic start to a game I can remember in some time. Slauson, swish. Dickinson turning it over. Right in front of the Boom bench, where, by the way, you can see Cameron Hildreth not in uniform tonight, unfortunately, dealing with a back injury. And for that matter, Cody Martin, who's been a starter lately, he's out sick. Jones lobs it, and Johnson throws it down.
That was a great pass there. Cam does such a great job of playing at such a, I don't want to call it a slow pace, but like a pro pace. Kind of got his defender to freeze, kind of be in no man's land and able to throw that lob up for the easy dunk.
It's a great way to describe it, especially impressive considering how he's a rookie and how he missed training camp.
But as you see here, just kind of slowing up a bit. Those defenders didn't know what to do. What is he going to do? Great decision for the lob.
And he certainly is extra hard to guard right now. As a combo guard, really has a point guard's mentality at this point when he's here with the Boom. Late shot clock. This time calls his own number. It doesn't drop, though. Jones with the boom has been averaging 6 assists per game as that rims out for Dickinson. Jackson drawing a foul. It's funny, that move that Hugh just did right there, Dwayne Wade broke down, I think it was last night, on Amazon Prime's NBA coverage. He was pointing out how that's a signature move for Donovan Mitchell and how difficult it is to defend and essentially impossible not to foul when a guy is going downhill and then crosses over, putting the ball in the air like that.
Yeah, and then I think, there's some debate as to if it's a travel or not, or if it's a gather step or whatever. And so as a defender, you're taught after they put the ball on the floor, they have 2 steps. And so the modern day player has been able to manipulate that, which makes it even more difficult.
E.T. at home with the 3, and it's a 10-0 run for the Boom. Another miss for Dickinson. This Birmingham team had lost 10 in a row prior to their win against Sioux Falls on Wednesday, as Jones tosses it away. And the squadron, without Bryce McGowan's two-way player who's basically been with New Orleans all year. Carton step back. They're Colts. Offensive rebound, though, for Josh Oduro. That is a strength for this team with their size. They attack the offensive glass. Can't buy one, though, as Lawson hauls it in.
That was great help there defensively.
Jones to Jackson, and it's swatted out by Dickinson. All cameras and humans appear to be okay. Thompson in the paint. Johnson back to Thompson. Can't give him any space. Short. Alexander, last year's G League Rookie of the Year. And away from the ball, a foul. Here's a weapon off the bench. Talon Peter. Jackson with a breather. Just ridiculous depth for Noblesville right now as Gabe McLaughlin replaces Johnson. So the 7th guy, so to speak, in the rotation here tonight was on an NBA contract earlier this season with the Pacers.
And that's why in these games, like, there's just no telling what can happen. We talked about the squadron team before their last win had lost 10 straight games. But when you look at the talent they have on their roster, they can win any ball game. And as you mentioned, this Boom team, so much talent for Coach Hankins and his staff to figure out what to do with it.
The talent is showing out. It's a 13-0 run for the Boom. Timeout, Birmingham.
At JourneyMusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Wait a minute. Why they in their feelings? Wait a minute. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Through the air. And OG Anunoby with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
Noblesville on a strong 13-2 run to open this game. The Boom currently riding a 4-game win streak. It is the longest of the season. And talking to head coach Tom Hankins about the reason for that good stretch, he said 2 things: healthy and help. During the last couple games, they had 2 wins over the Bluecoats. They took 2 from the Herd on the road, and that's because they've had some guys back. Players are getting healthy, and they're having the help of their two-way players and also assignment, just like we had tonight. And during this last 2-week stretch, the Boom have moved up to 6th in the standings. They're trying to fight for those last 8 spots to get back into the playoffs, you guys.
Great stuff there, Kelsey. I have no idea what you just said, but that was incredible poise. That's pro poise.
That's right.
With Bobby in the background. But no,
right.
As Kelsey was saying, it is all kind of coming together here for the Boom. After a tough start to the tip-off tournament, but looking good.
And you got to give this entire team from Coach Hankins and the staff all the way down to the players. They've had players leave, right? We've talked about that, guys going overseas. We wish them well, great guys, but just the style of play had to change a bit as well. And so all of these guys had to kind of get used to that. We're talking about having all three of our two-way players here today. And so got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit for just getting these guys to continue to respond no matter what happens, no matter what's going on. And this guy, who's been a constant, been up in the NBA as well, just continuing to do what he does, and having leaders like that is certainly helping.
McLaughlin banking it in. Boom, then get a stop. Jones shovels it off, and it's a Slauson slam. 17-2 run. Domination by Noblesville.
And that was just good basketball. You had guys running lanes well. Taylor did a good job of stopping at the three-point line, and then Jalen doing what he should have done, continued on, getting the shovel pass for the dunk.
Now it's a Hoosier homecoming. That's Fort Wayne native Keon Brooks. Slauson from the outside. And Brooks boards it. Northside High School alum. Also played at La Lumiere in Northern Indiana, then at Kentucky and Washington. Count it, and a foul for Trey Alexander. A look back at Brooks's journey. AAU in the area here with the Indy Heat as well.
Yeah, just one of those Fort Wayne greats. I got a chance to play with him, work with him a little bit, and I haven't played him in a couple years, but I didn't lose either.
Really? I was thinking that might have been part of the reason why you retired, because young guys like him were coming up.
Not yet, but I haven't played him again in a while. So, but no, just a great kid. Worked himself into the NBA last season, doing everything he can to get himself back there right now.
Johnny O'Neal from downtown. So the squadron stabilizing within a half dozen. Thompson catch and shoot. It's good on the assist from Taylor Peter.
And that was one of those situations where the squadron, they're just in a bad situation. If you don't go out on Taylor, you know what he can do, and he did a great job making that extra pass to Thompson, who knocked the three down.
No for Brooks, and it's out. As Jackson re-enters, an Estonian 2. Side out for the squadron. That's a foul on Thompson. First of two over a 3-day span here this weekend between these teams. Shot clock at 4, and it's defensive 3 seconds.
I got to give the Boom smaller guards a lot of credit, pushing that post player way out. He had the mismatch, but on the other end, some guys got caught looking.
So Dickinson knocks down the free throw. Alexander there looking to lob it to Brooks, went off the rim. 3 on the other side for Q.
Yeah, and that's just an unforced turnover. Just really not. You just don't want to make plays like that.
Thompson that time was trying to draw a charge, but yeah, as you touch on the turnovers, that unfortunately for Birmingham fans has been story of their season. They're the worst rated offensive team in the league, and it starts with the fact that they've committed the most turnovers.
Yeah, that's just always going to get yourself in trouble, especially when you have those unforced turnovers, those turnovers that lead to fast breaks.
The so-called live ball turnovers. So the Squadron now have 5 turnovers leading to 11 boom points. Here's RJ Felton.
Look up at the scoreboard and how many points are they down? 11.
Noblesville, in contrast, only 2 turnovers leading to just 2 points for Birmingham. 2-point free throw there. Now making it a 9-point game. Drive and kick. No for Felton. Jackson offensive rebound, and he puts it in. Jackson has played in 23 games for the Pacers this season with 9 starts when healthy. Now, as we've alluded to, Indiana as healthy as they've been all season. At this point, it's only Tyrese Halliburton and Obi Toppin on the injury report. And the rookie out of Michigan and Kansas scores it. So as a result, lately, Jackson hasn't had as much playing time, and here's a chance just to get him some more run. Oh, it's Peter for 3 plus a foul.
And that's just, this offense is so deadly. When you have guys like Q out there who's a combo guard, you can put Ethan Thompson in, who's also a combo guard. We talked about Cam as well, and so when they're just flying the ball around, doing a great job of moving, you give this guy any freedom to get the shot up. He's knocking it down at a very, very high level.
And the Squadron have had difficulties guarding the arc this year. That's been an issue for them so far in this game. Coach Bear's team has seen the Boom make 6 of their first 8 from distance. So that's a 4-point play for number 4. As now Carton kicks it to Brooks. Foul's gonna go against Jackson. He felt like he had a clean steal, and then he got knocked in the face.
Yeah, you see this replay, Q's so quick. He's able to get underneath the ball handler and try to get that steal. Of course, he just missed the basketball, and his arms caught up with Keon. But defensively, that's one of the things that when you look at Q that has just been an absolute constant for him, just the pressure he's able to put on ball handlers. He's done an amazing job at working on his ball handling, working on his point guard skills, as well as his shooting, and that's the reason why he has those starts in the NBA.
Yeah, true playmaker. Here he draws a foul. Already affecting the game in several ways. Peter open. Tony. Oh, nice hustle, but out of the reach there for McLaughlin.
Maybe because of the turnovers, Coach Hankins and his staff put a little full court pressure.
And even as they're without a couple of guys tonight, they still have 12 active. Just 10 active for the Squadron. They've been without Jalen Moore due to an Achilles injury, and Garrison Brooks, 6'10" guy for them, out with personal reasons. Not that time for O'Neal. Jackson, a long one. Oh yeah! It's Q 2.0.
And that's about working on that shot. That was a deep 3 there. Took his time, didn't shoot the first one, kind of saw what he had, and it would just rise up and knock that down.
Oduro fell on the floor. Breaking the action. Less than 3 to go in the first quarter. What a start for the Boom.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
I like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
summer nights. Come on.
Rascal Flats Live.
Wait a minute. Why they in their feelings? Wait a minute. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Soaring through the air. And Ogiana with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
The Boom leading the squadron by 14 with 2:51 remaining in the first quarter. And again, this is the first of a back-to-back of sorts here over the weekend. Coming up Sunday at 3 o'clock locally, round 2. And you don't want to miss Boomer, the Pacemates, and a special family night offer with tickets, plus a co-branded hat and a food voucher. It's all available right now at noblesvilleboom.com/family. What a deal.
That's an amazing deal. And just what great basketball to see as well. And on those Pacers nights, there's no telling who else may show up as well.
Now, we've seen the likes of Tyrese Halliburton hanging out here at Boom games this season. Coming out of the timeout, bonus situation for Josh Oduro. Second year with Birmingham has been a good player development story for them. Bricks the free throw. O'Neal, offensive rebound, leads to Carton, flying for the finish.
And it seems like one of those games where if you're Noblesville, you don't want to play around, right? Like, it can get difficult to continue to just score and score and score, but the squadron team, they are talented. And if you play around with them, they can put points on the board, and they have a lot of athletic wings and shooters that can make it difficult for you.
Transition triple in and out for Brooks, but Carton hitting the deck. He's fouled and will go to the line. I hear what you're saying, though, right? It's that concept of don't play with your food.
Yeah, you don't want to play around at all, because it is difficult to just stay locked in for an entire 48 minutes when things are coming so easy as well.
And like you said, squadron with the likes of Carton, who last couple of years played for the Raptors. They've got talent. That said, you know, they've lost 10 of their last 11. They have a losing record for this season. So, yeah, it does feel like the type of team that you could potentially put away.
Yeah, and the type of team that you want to put away. You don't want to play around with them because as they've lost 10 straight, so, you know, they know how to lose. That being said, they did just win their last game. You just don't want to give them anything to feel good about, because that's like the difference in things, right? How organized is your team? What kind of leadership do you have? And just the overall feeling of the club. You don't want to give them anything to feel good about.
Yeah, and in talking with their staff, they still have good vibes. And again, they feel like as a G League season tends to go, and the Boom have been there too, you have those fluctuations, and they feel like they've got a good mix right now. Starting a 5-game road trip after the 10-game homestands. There's Felton, and that shot blocked. Under 90 seconds remaining in the quarter. Pelicans affiliate here with a chance to make it a single-digit difference. Tony tight on O'Neal. Shot clock at 7 for Carton. That's O'Neal. Pops out. Jackson from the elbow, short. Oduro all the way. Jackson walking it up here. Could be a 2-for-1 chance, but we'll try to get a good shot here. Peter pulls, and he's fouled again, shooting a 3. This time it's against Chase Hunter, a rookie from Clemson.
That's like the second time they fouled a three-point shooter. Those are types of things that you just can't have at all. Hunter being a rookie, still should know that, but those sorts of things don't help at all.
It's a little bit ironic because the one stat category in which they have been the best in the league at this year is committing the fewest fouls. Although that's a stat you actually almost don't even really want to lead in, because you could sometimes wonder, does that mean you're not being aggressive enough defensively?
Yeah, right.
Felton in a stance here against Carton, who goes left alley, drops it off, and Brooks scores with 2 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson heaves. No. The Boom and the first quarter leading by as many as 14. They'll settle for a 9-point advantage as Cam Jones and company move on to the second here inside the arena at Innovation Mile.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight, caps it off. AD finishes, and he dipped into his bag. Draymond Green takes one.
Wait a minute, they gotta finish. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
Like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Quentin Jackson leading all scorers in the first quarter with 10 points. There in his second appearance of the season with the Boom.
And I think just playing with such ease, right? Such pace. See the three-point shooting there, 2 for 2, not rushing anything, playing under control. Just been really cool to watch his progression and watch what the G League has provided for him.
2 for 2 thanks to that heave rule. As we jinx Jackson, he misses on the drive there. But yeah, that desperation three-quarters court shot that he missed to end the first quarter, remember, did not count. Around the horn, up top, Trey Alexander clanks it. Alexander, their leading scorer at 21 points per game, just 2 so far. Jackson over Alexander, drains it.
And there's just an example, I mean, about just the poise and the pace as the shot clock is running down. He shot that with 3 seconds left. Just doing everything he needs to get the shot he wants.
And then the Squadron turn it over. He'll catch the next one.
Got to check on the fans down in the baseline if they're all right. It was a hot pass.
Jackson threading it to Johnson into the corner. Jones, oh yeah!
Got to give the big fella a lot of credit there, catching that pass in traffic and able to make a cross, not a half of a cross-court pass right on the money.
Jones already with a half dozen assists. Jackson called for the foul, reaching in on Alexander. And this is just silly right now. The Boomer 9 for 11 from 3.
They're doing a good job of creating good looks for each other. They're sharing the basketball. And then they're knocking shots down. You know, we've seen, you know, wide open shots created. The guys just couldn't knock them down right now. Early in this first half, everything's clicking.
Dickinson dunks. It's a steal. Christian Shoemate accelerating. Foul.
Here, that's one of those where you want to kind of tell Taylor, don't worry about it, don't foul him. You've got help defensively behind you.
Jaden Springer back in as Shoemate, a rookie out of McNeese State, has a 2-point free throw. You see Carton getting evaluated on the bench. Disappointed to find out that Shoemate doesn't have Amir Khan, the McNeese manager, traveling with him these days. That's Jackson finding Slamson Johnson. Alexander baseline. Foul on Johnson. Just his first. First minutes tonight for Dejuan Gordon. Jump pass, Slauson to Peter. A rare miss by Noblesville. Shoemate. They're still Colds, and a reach in against Mitchell.
Talk about Alexander being their leading scorer. He's 11 minutes of play so far, just 1 of 4 from the field. Give this Boom defense a lot of credit. It's not allowing him to get into a rhythm so far in this first half.
Absolutely. To his credit, does have the 4 assists. As Jones has room and makes him pay. The Boom shooting the cover off the ball tonight. 10 of 13 from long range. Fun matchup inside there between a couple of guys who were on some really good teams in college basketball over the last handful of years. Johnson, the winningest player in UConn history, part of 2 national title winning teams. Dickinson, yes. He's been averaging a double-double in the G, 16 points, 10 rebounds a game. He's got 9 and 4 so far tonight.
He just understands how to play, puts himself in position to be successful, shoots high percentage shots. We talked about where he came from as far as his college, so he's been taught how to play for sure. High level, high IQ guy.
Slauson relentless there in pursuit of the offensive rebound, but it's out off of him.
You're right, just great effort there. Jalen, the lone Boom player, fighting against 4 squadron players for that offensive rebound.
So McLaughlin comes in for Johnson, so it's a small ball lineup for the Boom. See how they deal with Dickinson. Late shot clock. Slauson with the help. And it's a shot clock violation. And unfortunately, Dickinson is down, holding his right knee. Joe Bear says he's been so impressed with Hunter this year. It's been really consistent and durable. Thankfully, he does get up here and is walking it off. He just flashed a thumbs up to Coach Bear, so he'll stay in. That durability really is impressive considering he's 7'1", 255.
Yeah, in professional basketball, that becomes the thing, right? Like, are you going to be available to play? We see it all the time in the NBA. That's what it's about, right? It's about availability. So whatever it is, sometimes it's just, freak injuries that get you, but are you doing what you need to do as far as getting treatment? All of these teams do such an amazing job. When you look behind the benches of the medical staff, it's a staff now. There's a team of individuals that are there to do everything they can to keep you on the floor. And so are you doing what you need to do? Are you doing your part to be available for your team?
The Marquette alum with the reverse layup. Now Gordon dislodged it there. The officials will talk it through. A question of whose ball it'll be when we come back. But it's the Boom with their biggest lead of the night, in front by 16.
2 decades ago, we committed to supporting communities where we live, work, and play. Teams and players bringing people together through the power of basketball. We rolled up our sleeves to volunteer. We built safe and welcoming spaces for all. And we used our voices to lift people up while always inspiring young people to play the game we love. Today, NBA Cares impacts millions of fans around the world, working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
Reaching for the stars, anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm up against the wall, anytime I stall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm reaching for the stars, anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me.
The Pacers 2025-26 Moments Mixtape City Edition uniform is here. Visit pacers.com/city to learn more.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
Noblesville held Birmingham to 26 points in the first quarter, have only allowed 6 in the second so far as they lead by 16. A big improvement for this Boom team over the course of the year has been their defense. They have finally started to learn more how to play together, especially the younger guys, and getting a better understanding of the defense, not making mistakes when it comes to switching and helping each other. And the numbers, they prove it. During the tip-off tournament, Boom opponents were averaging 120 points per game. Now during the regular season, only 112. They even held the Herd to just 90 points just a week ago.
Thank you very much, Kelsey. And in case anyone's wondering, can confirm that Bobby the Bobcat dancing elsewhere right now wasn't distracting Kelsey during that report. There we get to see Kelsey without
Kelsey.
Bobby there.
Yeah, I mean, Kelsey's a pro.
No question. But yeah, to her point there, certainly seeing that defense here on display tonight.
No, and that's what it's about. So if you can get all of these talented, athletic guys to fly around defensively and understand that their intensity defensively can lead to easy baskets like this opportunity right here, understanding that that's just what it's about, right? That's what it's about. Just playing defense, you can lead, and basketball is fun that way when you are playing the right way.
It almost worked out there, just like we had rehearsed it, according to the script earlier. Couldn't quite get the bucket after the steal, though. Oh, it's a McLaughlin block. Boom in transition. Jones will go to the line.
But again, that's just two defensive plays, right? That's the entire team being locked in. You know, as you see, you have a guy driving to the basket with just no one giving up. That's everybody locked in, leading to fast break opportunities.
The way Noblesville has played tonight has been really fun because they are playing that Pacers style of basketball. Unselfish on offense, tenacious on defense. 2-point free throw for Jones stretches the lead up to 18. And for Birmingham here at this point, 9 turnovers and only 11 made field goals.
There's a team you want to try to have, you know, under 10 turnovers in a game. Let alone in the first half.
Here's another giveaway. Boom with a steal. Slauson, corner kick. Thompson. That's a layup for him. Timeout Birmingham. Ethan Thompson on a heater with the Boom. It's a break in the action as Noblesville leading at home by 21.
At Pacer Sports and Entertainment, we're making plays for change. Over 30 years, the Pacer Foundation has used our deep-rooted passion for basketball to inspire change on and off the court. We're driving out hunger with Driving Dish, powered by Gleaners to Go. Investing in safe community spaces where Hoosier kids can play as part of our State of Play initiative. We're also passing the ball to a brighter future by boosting youth literacy. By volunteering or donating, we can deliver wins for our community, state, and future. Visit pacerfoundation.org to get in the game.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
Like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
Well, with the likes of Andrew Nimhard and Obi Toppin in attendance tonight inside the arena at Innovation Mile, the Boom are showing out.
I mean, just playing amazing basketball and defensively playing like Nimhard does, and just the problems he's given guards in the NBA. And on the other end, we've talked about this group, how talented they are offensively, but it's this side of things, how they share the basketball. We talk about how much talent they have, but these guys are all playing together. You can feel that they're having fun playing the right way together.
That latest Ethan Thompson 3 making this a 10-2 run over the last nearly 3 minutes. And he remains pretty much unconscious from 3. In 5 games with Noblesville this year, better than 50% from beyond the arc. How do the squadron respond? They get it to Johnny O'Neal, and he knocks it down. A rookie out of Santa Clara.
That's great execution for the squadron out of that timeout.
Thompson, are you kidding? 4 for 4 from 3.
And the problem with losing 10 games in a row is, as a team, you all don't have just the understanding of what it takes to kind of get yourself out of a rut, right? When a team is making a run like this Boom team is making, you haven't seen success about how to get out of it, how to fight, and how to get those wins. And so that's why I meant just keeping your foot on the gas if you're the Boom, and allowing this team to feel any type of hope.
Right. Jones good off glass. Back up by 21. Springer hangs, can't hit. Boom ball as it rolls out towards the baseline. Let's see CEO of Pacers Sports and Entertainment, Mel Raines, among those in attendance tonight here too. Strong defense by Oduro. But that's only the 5th turnover for Noblesville, while Birmingham's committed twice as many. Oduro doing it at both ends.
Yeah, you have to fight for that. Defensively, that's what you want. If a team scores, you want them to have to fight for every point they get, understanding that percentage-wise, they aren't going to score a lot of points like that. And again, fouling a 3-point shooter.
It's called on Springer. So at this point, Thompson officially still perfect from the outside. Squadron are going to challenge this. Remember, in the G League, teams get 2 challenges a game, different from the NBA where you're only guaranteed 1. You have to be successful to earn your second. So sometimes here you'll see teams utilize coach's challenge in the first half.
And it's just difficult. From the replay we just got, it seems as though he certainly did hit the hand of Thompson. As we get another look inside the arena, certainly did make contact with his hand. Whether or not the officials will deem that the reason in which he missed the 3.
Tommy Wu cools off while the crew chief, Itala Araujo, and Ashley Birch are at the monitor.
But defensively on the wings, these squadron guards, they're going to have to stop fouling jump shooters. Not doing themselves any favors there.
Right. Birmingham scored the first couple of points tonight, but their lead didn't last long. Boom came down and hit a 3. Part of a 13-0 run. Yeah, it seems like for Thompson, that's a natural shooting motion, and Springer's foot was underneath Thompson's.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be difficult for that to not be a foul. Especially when we're talking about just the way Ethan's been shooting the basketball. 4 for 4 from 3 already.
And again, if you follow the G, then you know that it's the officials here making this decision. It's not going to Secaucus, New Jersey, like it does in the NBA. where there's the replay center. I think it's successful as far as the challenge goes, and they're determining then who gets the ball. In the rule book, it goes out as imminent possession, and so
I think that's one of those situations where Ethan has certainly shot the ball already, right? But they talk about you have to land, and so now it's like I can hit his hand after he shot the ball. As long as I let him land, I can slap his hand. You know what I mean? Those are the types of difficulties that I wish we could ask the officials in real time why they made the call they did.
The double team leads to an open 3 for O'Neal. And so that turns out to be a positive sequence for the squadron, potentially a 6-point swing.
And just giving them some type of life. It had been just not going really well for the squadron, and they need to do something just to go into halftime feeling good about themselves.
And they do still have plenty of time. Alexander to Oduro. He's fouled.
Well, Oduro's been playing very solid for the team on both ends of the floor. Even there, catching that basketball in traffic, able to navigate that, and he certainly got fouled. So he's certainly been a bright spot for this team in this first half, even only have been playing 11 minutes so far.
Johnson back in. Well, like Johnson, Oduro, a product of the Big East, Providence alum. Can't capitalize at the line, and that's been another issue for the squadron this season. You know, for a team that has had the turnover issues that we've talked about, that's made scoring harder. They also have the worst team free throw shooting percentage in the G, ranking 31st out of 31, only 65%. And tonight they're 5 for 10.
And then when we talk about just the G League free throw rule, you know, those 5 free throws.
Yeah, like that was worth 2.
You know what I mean? We don't know how many points they've left on the board missing those free throws. So they're not doing themselves any favors if they try to come back in this game.
Noblesville now 5 for 5 at the line.
When you think of Noblesville, there were a lot of those 3-point free throw opportunities because they were foul shooting threes. So that adds up. You've had 3 of those. So that's 9 points that they've got from just 5 free throws that they've shot. And that was just 3 of them. We still haven't added up the others. So missing free throws can be huge in the G League.
I did put my calculator away at like 2:30 this afternoon, so I'm not going to be able to help you here on this Friday night. As now Johnson, though, called for a foul contesting Brooks. And the Indiana native sinks it with his parents here in attendance. He grew up about 90 or so minutes away in Fort Wayne. Jackson with a lane. Still boom ball. 1:53 to go in the half. 9 on the shot clock. Baseline out of bounds execution. And Jackson to Gordon.
Yeah, that's just not being locked in. You can't allow that to happen at any point in the game.
Brooks wanted a whistle, doesn't get it. Jackson, outlet, Gordon. Oh, he punches it down.
It's a great pass, great lead pass by Q. Gordon right in stride for the easy dunk.
The Boomer a force tonight, up by 20. Carton's fouls. Check
See,
out
after
the
the
fourth
missed
assist
layup,
of the game.
Just a great pass, just right in stride.
And referred earlier to Jackson as Q 2.0. That was a line that he used earlier this year. Gordon, corner pop. Noblesville matching its largest lead of the first half, up by 21. Everyone contributing. Story of the half for the squadron. Here come the boom. Gordon out of bounds. So couldn't quite get the cherry on top there. About a 2-second difference here, shot clock to game clock. Carton lost it. Final seconds of the half. Jackson doesn't get it off. So they miss out on the exclamation point, but nevertheless, one of the most exciting halves of basketball in arguably years for the Pacers G League team. And for the kids in the crowd here tonight, and there are a lot of them, they're okay with the score. It's 67-46. Boom. We've got highlights, stats, and more coming up at the half.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
At Pacers Sports and Entertainment, we're making plays for change. Over 30 years, the Pacer Foundation has used our deep-rooted passion for basketball to inspire change on and off the court. We're driving out hunger with Driving Dish, powered by Gleaners to Go. Investing in safe community spaces where Hoosier kids can play as part of our State of Play initiative. We're also passing the ball to a brighter future by boosting youth literacy. By volunteering or donating, we can deliver wins for our community, state, and future. Visit pacerfoundation.org to get in the game.
I'm reaching for the stars. Anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm up against the wall. Anytime I stall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm reaching for the stars. Anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me.
The Pacers 2025-26 Moments Mixtape City Edition uniform is here. Visit pacers.com/city to learn more.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
67 first-half points for Noblesville as they lead Birmingham by 21 at the halftime break. Well, Dejuan Gordon and Jalen Slauson are both in their first seasons with the Boom. Both have also experienced injuries this season as they pursue their NBA dreams. But tonight, we learn a little bit more about their respective paths with the Boom and also helping this franchise take its first steps in Noblesville.
Hammer! Gordon! The athleticism, the authority there, that's a statement right there.
My name is Dejuan Gordon. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I play the guard position. Went to Kansas State, did 2 years there, transferred there. I went to the University of Missouri, then I went to New Mexico State, then I went to University of Texas, Arlington, and played there. And I ended up getting a workout with the Lakers, and then I just got traded from the South Bay to the Boom, and now I'm here. I have so many sacrifices through this game, so many missed opportunities with my family, so much pain through this game of basketball, but who knows where I'd be without basketball. So it's a blessing, and it's the best thing ever for me. It feels great for someone to reach out that wanted, to actually come here and feel wanted, and the brand of basketball is different. We play together, and we fight for one each other, we're going hard, and it's amazing to be here. Sometimes I get so caught up in not having fun in the game just because I'm a competitor. So really just to try to smile as much as I can and just help others. I feel like if I do that, I'll always be able to flourish no matter what. It's a blessing to be here and to play at this stadium and make a standard for what they're supposed to be there.
Peter to Slauson. Oh! A punch with an exclamation point.
I'm Jalen Slauson. I'm from Somerville, South Carolina, and I'm a 4. I went to Furman, got drafted in 2023, played on a 2-way in SAC, played last year in Osceola, and CT scooped me up this year. My whole family played basketball. My cousin's top 100 player. My dad played Division I basketball. My uncle played Division I basketball. My brother played college basketball, so it's kind of like born into it. Basketball means a lot. When I'm in between those 4 lines, it's like nothing else really matters in the world. Definitely a big-time stress reliever for me and where I feel most at peace. We're excited to be a part of the inaugural season. We get a chance to set the stage and set the standard for what Boom basketball is and what it will be for a long time.
Dejuan with 7 points, Jalen with 5 in that first half. The offense was flowing for Noblesville, 67 points as they lead by 21 at the halftime break.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
Like the sound of
back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
2 decades ago, we committed to supporting communities where we live, work, and play. Teams and players bringing people together through the power of basketball. We rolled up our sleeves to volunteer. We built safe and welcoming spaces for all. And we used our voices to lift people up while always inspiring young people to play the game we love. Today, NBA Cares impacts millions of fans around the world, working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiana with a brilliant game tonight caps it off. AD finishes. He dipped into history. Wait a minute, Draymond Green takes one. Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go.
At Pacers Sports and Entertainment, we're making plays for change. Over 30 years, the Pacer Foundation has used our deep-rooted passion for basketball to inspire change on and off the court. We're driving out hunger with Driving Dish, powered by Gleaners to Go. Investing in safe community spaces where Hoosier kids can play as part of our State of Play initiative. We're also passing the ball to a brighter future by boosting youth literacy. By volunteering or donating, we can deliver wins for our community, state, and future. Visit pacerfoundation.org to get in the game.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Friday night hoops inside the arena at Innovation Mile, a matchup of the G League affiliates for the Pelicans and the Pacers, and the Indiana squad up by 21. Now's a good time to take advantage of tonight's game night special, by the way. You can get this Boom primary logo t-shirt for just $18. And you can get the game night special and all other Boom merchandise right now at boomteamstore.com. Gonna have style like Obi Toppin, who's in the house here tonight, supporting some of his teammates. We'll have highlights coming up next.
2 decades ago, we committed to supporting communities where we live, work, and play. Teams and players bringing people together through the power of basketball. We rolled up our sleeves to volunteer. We built safe and welcoming spaces for all. And we used our voices to lift people up while always inspiring young people to play the game we love. Today, NBA Cares impacts millions of fans around the world, working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
I like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
At Pacer Sports and Entertainment, we're making plays for change. Over 30 years, the Pacer Foundation has used our deep-rooted passion for basketball to inspire change on and off the court. We're driving out hunger with Driving Dish, powered by Gleaners to Go. Investing in safe community spaces where Hoosier kids can play as part of our State of Play initiative. We're also passing the ball to a brighter future by boosting youth literacy. By volunteering or donating, we can deliver wins for our community, state, and future. Visit pacerfoundation.org to get in the game.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to center court.
cut to the chase. Yeah, everyone give me some space.
Alex Fever.
They lived through the story they made. What is this gonna be? Keeping my foot on the brake. In fact, I'm ready to brace. In fact, I'm ready to brace. Hey. I gotta cut to the chase. Legends don't die in a grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Additionally, no outside food or drink, including refillable water bottles, may be brought into the arena. All bags will be searched.
The Boom just scorching hot in that first half.
Man, it was unbelievable. But I think, they created their own luck, right? They played the right way. They defended the basketball extremely well, and then they created open looks for each other, and they were knocking down shots from all over the place. I think they hit, 13, 14 three-point shots in that first half. But it was the defense leading to offense. As you see these guys, a lot of drive and kick, a lot of sharing the basketball, a lot of guys doing exactly what you want to do, turning down good shots for a better shot. And then again, you got to give guys credit for doing what they did, and that's just knocking down shots. As some of the older coaches will tell you, it's a make or miss league. In that first half, there were a lot of makes happening.
Oh yeah, 13 of 19 from range. That's 68%. And now for more on that, here's Kelsey Casper with assistant coach Bryce Taylor.
Well, Bryce, the offense was flowing. Everyone was getting involved, shooting 68% from behind the arc. How was this group just able to execute at such a high clip?
Yeah, I think we really shared the ball well. We talk about attacking the paint and then spraying or finishing at the rim. So we did a good job of that so far.
Noblesville on their longest streak right now, winning their last 4 games, possibly 5 here tonight. What have you noticed is the biggest difference in this group during this stretch?
Yeah, I think we've committed to the defensive side of the ball, keeping the opponent out of our paint. And then that allows for us to get out and run and share and play the way that we want to offensively. So we've been able to connect it. We just hope to continue and be consistent playing that way.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Kelsey.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it, Kelsey. Appreciate it, Bryce. Well, we were excited coming into this one. First time all season, the Boom having 3 Pacers two-way players here, plus Cam Jones. That said, you never know how it's going to work out.
You're right.
Well, worked out pretty dang well.
It worked out extremely well. But you're absolutely right. You never know what can happen. But these guys, just the way you can tell they enjoy playing with each other, right? I think that's the difference. Again, just the way they share the basketball. They understand each other's strengths, and they play to that. You even got the big fella in there, as you see, catching the basketball in traffic and able to spit the ball back out to the corner. Guys doing a good job moving without the basketball, finding each other, kick-ahead passes. Everything just kind of clicking with all of these guys. And you got to give a lot of credit to the Pacers staff from top to bottom, coming down here as well to that Boom staff top to bottom. We're just getting quality, high character, high IQ guys.
Certainly. So a 21-point lead. Here are the individual numbers as DJ Carton, the high scorer for the squadron, and Ethan Thompson leading everyone with 14. He had started out 4 for 4 from 3. Boom ball first here in the second half. Jones to Johnson and a foul. All right, from the other side of things here, Ron, for Birmingham, what's the path to getting back in this game?
Well, I mean, it's obvious they can't turn the basketball over as much as they did in the first half. It's obvious they can't shoot, 50% from the free throw line. But defensively, it's this end of the floor. They're going to have to stop penetration. They're going to have to not allow this Boom team to get feet in the paint, able to kick out to those open shooters. They're going to have to be able to control ball handlers and get some stops.
Oduro, good.
Again, he continues to be a very bright spot for this squadron team on both ends of the floor.
Jackson, rise and fire, no. Yeah, Oduro has the best plus minus out of the squadron starters, which is still negative, but it's only -4. Pocket pick. Cam Jones with the steal, but then his pass picked off. Trey Alexander was in the way.
This Boom team, they make it difficult to defend them because they have so many guys that they share the basketball so well. It's not as though you have to kind of key in on one or two guys who are going to do the majority of the scoring. You have 5 guys out there, all threats to score. It makes it extremely difficult, and your defense has to be locked in, all 5 guys.
It's Marquette against Marquette as Jones tight on Carton, who gives it up to Dickinson. Carton was at Marquette a year before Jones got there. Offensive rebound, Dickinson.
And for the squadron, this guy, he's got to get going to give them some kind of help and relief. He's kind of bailed out there with the foul, but they're going to need their leading scorer to kind of give them something on the offensive end. Maybe that'll get their juices going defensively, and they can try to make themselves a run here in the second half.
Yeah, Alexander right now just 4 points, 2 coming at the line. He's 1 for 7 from the field. He led them to victory last time out with 31, a season high. Last year on a 2-way deal with the Nuggets, appeared in 24 games with Denver. Jackson underneath, muscles it in.
And that's just one of those ultra-athletic plays that only Q can make. He's on the baseline. It seems as though he's run out of real estate. He's got nowhere to go, able to stop on the dime and still be strong enough to elevate for that bucket.
13th turnover committed by the squadron.
But as you see here, look, there's nowhere for him to go. Able to keep his balance and be strong enough to just elevate over the defender.
And now nearly the same thing on a live look. He missed, but tapped in by McLaughlin. Dickinson launches. He's now their top scorer with a dozen. Jackson lost it. Power play for Birmingham, 5-on-4. And they get 2. Oduro. McLaughlin got it over Dickinson.
But it's about being locked in defensively. That's just a transition, walk-in, shoot-around type of 3. You can't give those up after you're doing a good job on one end. Kind of get back into this lead. You can't give up shots like that.
Carton. Slauson barreling, finds Jackson. Slauson called for the foul against Alexander. Talon Peter in for Jackson. McLaughlin, same spot, different outcome. And a rebound snatched by Alexander. Good vision. Dickinson unable to put it in. Oduro, though, continuing to make things happen. Too strong. Thompson.
That's what I was saying about just understanding how to get yourself back in the ball games with this squadron team. Losing 10 in a row. They don't understand good bucket there. But this is like this boom offensively, they're not in sync, right? So this is where you want to try to take advantage of things, lock in defensively, and try to get yourself some easy buckets. But offensively, again, this boom team just not playing with that same crispness because it's difficult to sustain it for the entire game.
Jones with a bucket. Yeah, probably not sustainable to shoot like 70% from 3 and above 50% on all 2s as well. Takeaway, Talon Peter. Slauson skips it. Thompson tees it up. Slauson outside to Jones. Peter. Good. Timeout, Birmingham. It's 15 threes and counting for Noblesville. They're rolling.
2 decades ago, we committed to supporting communities where we live, work, and play. Teams and players bringing people together through the power of basketball. We rolled up our sleeves to volunteer. We built safe and welcoming spaces for all. And we used our voices to lift people up while always inspiring young people to play the game we love. Today, NBA Cares impacts millions of fans around the world, working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, why they feelings? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
It's a vibe here inside the arena at Innovation Mile. Boom bench with the Sellies as their guys are up by 22, and it's taking right out of a page from the Pacers bench featuring a bunch of guys who here tonight are showing out for the Boom.
But that's what I mean about, these guys are having fun together, right? They're enjoying this experience, and that truly matters when you can create a culture of guys that are all extremely excited to see each other have success. And so, gotta give credit to this Pacer Sports Entertainment from top to bottom for, again, bringing guys together, high character guys, high IQ guys, creating a great environment for them to all flourish.
Need a camera on Cam Jones, I think, at all times. Whether he's on track for a double-double like he is here tonight or dancing near the bench. We pointed out how Andrew Nimhard and Obi Toppin are in the crowd here tonight. It's a great crowd, lots of families, excellent energy.
And I think that creates that type of environment, like where you have the NBA guys coming down to watch the G League game. I can remember when I played, it was the Warriors. So when we would go to Santa Cruz, their team, you would see Draymond and Klay Thompson at their games. And you see how what that translated into them having one of the great dynasties in NBA history. And so I think the Pacers, they're doing things the right way. Got to give a lot of credit to the guys for coming and supporting. It means a lot. It truly does.
Sure doesn't. It's no accident, right? It really starts at the top of the organization in terms of scouting. And so the crowd tonight also featuring Pacers general manager Chad Buchanan, assistant general manager Ted Wu, Ryan Carr, who oversees scouting, Vance Catlin, pro scout also. I mean, those are characteristics in the people, not just the basketball players that they're seeking.
Absolutely. You got to remember, like, this team is a season away from winning the NBA championship.
Oh. They're going to review that. Johnny O'Neal fouling Talon Peter. That could be a flagrant. Peter had a runway there for a highlight finish. Does O'Neal make a play for the ball? This is what the officials are seeing as well.
Yeah, it certainly didn't seem to be anything malicious involved in it. I think at the rate we're going, they're just going to stop. If someone's in a fast break, there can be no defense played. So from that view we had, it just seemed like he was just not trying to allow him to get up and get a shot off. There was no push into the basket support or anything like that.
Yeah, not dirty. Couldn't imagine it could be a flagrant 2, which would be considered unnecessary and excessive. So yeah, not really excessive, but could be deemed unnecessary, not really making enough of an effort to try to block the shot.
Yeah, I think just, I think teams are going to start coaching that. Like if a guy's got a break, just let him go. Because, had he went up to try to block the shot and missed the block and hit him, then he would have been a flagrant 2, ejection possibly. So he's looking at the basketball, it seems, and he's not able to get it. Hopefully Taylor didn't hit his head as he fell on the ground also, but
Genitalo Araujo, crew chief, has been upgraded to a flagrant 1. So the Boom will have a free throw and keep possession.
But yeah, I mean, if you're a coach, you know what I mean, in a tight game, now they've got the free throws and they get the ball. It's almost worth just letting them go. Yeah, this is tough. If that's flagrant, that's just a tough play for the defense.
Pure for Peter. Nice look. That's a dime from the rookie Cam Jones inside to an East Tony.
But for the squadron defensively, everybody went to Taylor Peter, which is, I understand, I get it, the way he's shooting the basketball, but just great way to run your offense. Great find there. Cam 1 assist away from a double-double.
And Dickinson nearing a double-double himself, now with 7 rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass. Peter left it short. Rebound, Carton. Dickinson in a groove.
Right, did a great job there, taking his time, getting the shot he wants. He's shown that jump hook from anywhere on the floor is money for him.
McLaughlin swirls out. O'Neal gets to the corner. Nothing but net.
Great find there. Great pass by Alexander, I believe that was. Right on the money for that 3.
Thompson, tough. Boom, back up 20, less than 4 to go in the quarter. O'Neal is heating up. He's got 6 threes off the bench. Easy two for McLaughlin. And now a steal. And Dickinson fouls Peter. And is this a clear path foul?
He caught a transition take foul. Again, he just kind of wrapped up. Who was that, Ethan, I believe?
So Peter remains perfect at the line.
Whereas Taylor here, he just kind of wraps him up. Like not making it. It's just a bad play by the big fellow who, as we were talking about, he was in a groove. 7 of 10 from the field, 18 points, 8 rebounds.
Yeah, and you're right there, a take foul, not a clear path foul. As Jackson and McLaughlin not on the same page.
I know I keep talking about it, but that's what I mean about just not understanding how to win. Like losing 10 games.
Yeah.
It's not easy to lose 10 games. Like you have to do a lot of things.
9 in a row at home as well.
You have to do a lot of things to help yourself lose.
Yeah, sometimes the other team wins, sometimes you lose, right?
Yeah, like and so 10 of them, like, you know what I mean? So, they're showing that, they're making some just plays just not helping themselves at all.
Shoemate. Oduro had it, knocked away. Peter. And O'Neal chases down the carry. Leading Shoemate. Skying. Will go to the line. A 2-point free throw. After this, a 20-point lead for Noblesville.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Brasco Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
I like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Brasco Flats.
I like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Brasco Flats Live.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight caps it off.
There's still time to get to the polls, and you actually don't have to go anywhere. You can do this wherever you are right now. It's the final night to vote for the NBA G League Next Up game presented by AT&T, part of All-Star 2026 in Los Angeles. And yes, the two-way guys, you can vote for them as well. Just go to NBAGleague.com/vote. And again, voting will end at midnight. So Gabe McLaughlin has certainly put together a deserving resume. Yet another free throw miss by the squadron, though they get the offensive rebound, and then Brooks no good from the outside, and a turnover. Jackson, the lob, Peter catches it. McLaughlin swings it to Jackson. Skips it in the corner, Tony buries it.
That's great poise after his doing a bad job running the fast break, but guys stayed together. able to make something out of that. But yeah, let's get our Boom guys down there representing us at All-Star Weekend.
Keon Brooks cans it.
It's a great look there by Keon. His size, versatile, able to guard a lot of positions on the floor, especially with typically not being a big man on the floor. So as he continues to be able to stretch the floor, knock down threes, be able to get into the paint as well, just continuing to show just why he was in the NBA last year and continues to be a high prospect.
Oh yeah. With a 3-time D-League All-Star Ron Howard and Kelsey Casper, I'm John Nolan. Thanks for being with us here tonight. What are some of the top memories you have from your All-Star experiences?
I would say certainly the first one. It was my first time experiencing NBA All-Star Weekend and NBA Cares event with NBA players. Met Yao Ming during that time and saw how big he was, but as Q slices up the defense. But being able to be an All-Star as a shooting guard as well as a point guard, and as a point guard, I'm not sure if I still have it, but at one point I had the record of assists in an All-Star game, and had they told me that was a record, I would have certainly broke it as shootmate. That's his best at breaking the rim.
Peter throws it down the floor. Gordon, no good. And it's saved by the squadron. In case anyone's not familiar, these days the G League's Next Up game as a format of 4 teams. And so actually that's what the NBA followed after last year.
I think also myself and Tony Mitchell, former Mad Ant great and 2-time D-League Slam Dunk champion.
Keon Brooks grew up watching play in the Summit City.
Yeah, he and I put on a couple of shows during the then D-League Slam Dunk championship.
Yeah, I think your assist record's probably safe. The G League All-Star game went away for a little bit, and then they changed the format, so.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least in terms of a tradition, I don't know what the stat keeping's like, honestly.
Yeah, with 4, yeah, you're right.
I'm going to say at least in the D-League era.
That was fun. Those games were extremely fun. Everyone wearing their jersey. They were truly representative, of your team. And all the scouts were there, so we were still fighting to try to get called up. So it was a very competitive All-Star game as well.
Shoemate, buzzer beater. No, it's so McLaughlin's 3 with a few seconds to go in the quarter as Noblesville up by 18 as the Boom look to make it 5 consecutive wins.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. March 17th, Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
You don't want to miss this. The pace, the noise, the moments you don't forget. Get in now with a $100 refundable per-seat deposit and secure priority access to the best available seats and best pricing for the 2026-27 season. The earlier you act, the better your options. Don't miss it. Secure your spot today.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Soaring through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight caps it off. AD finishes. And he dipped into his bag. Draymond Green takes one. Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Obi Toppin providing some core memories to fans here tonight at the arena at Innovation Mile as the Boom lead the Squadron 100-82 in this battle between G League affiliates for the Pacers and the Pelicans.
And you were talking about family night, which is Sunday, but these are the reasons why, you know, that deal is so unbelievable. Because, you know, we already talked about having Tyrese here at the game, but just having our Pacer players here, signing autographs, taking pictures. G League fans get to be maybe closer to their NBA heroes here in the G.
Very cool to see from Obi, and wish him well on his recovery from injury. And the Pacers, though, with the exception of Tyrese and Obi, they've got all their guys now, so the Boom benefit. What's left in the tank for the Squadron on the road here in the fourth? It's Oduro with the turnaround. Still some work to do for Noblesville here to finish it. They've led by as many as 25. Ethan Thompson, no good. Offensive rebound. Johnson reload with Jackson. Fouled on the drive.
With great body control. What I talked about in the first half, he plays so under control, even though he's so fast and athletic that even if it seems as though he's getting there, like knocked off his path, strong enough and athletic enough to keep his balance to draw that foul.
Right, like hopefully no one's ever tried this with a real car, but I'm thinking about how when you're playing video games or an arcade game, you know, the faster you're going, the harder it is to control that thing.
You're right.
And you would think the same thing would apply to Jackson, but it doesn't. Carton for three. Thompson coming back to earth here a bit after making his first 4 threes, has missed 4 in a row. Shoemate, short, Jackson ready to run. Foot on the gas, scores through the crowd. Oduro. Brooks the steal, and then Slauson reaches in.
Here in his drive, able to slow it up. This O'Neal just stuck. And, you know, Q continues to get better, continues to work on his game, working on his body as well. Continue to keep up that strength. Just getting better and better.
O'Neal's had the hot hand at that time. Boom ball after the block. Late whistle. Brooks fouling Thompson. Side out. No one for Birmingham has more than 3 fouls until now. That's the 4th for Brooks. Johnson has 4 for Noblesville. Offensive rebound. Jackson shovels it to Thompson, who scores. Slauson at the summit, blocks Carton. Boom in transition. I think Jackson wanted to play on there, so did Slauson. They're ready for a highlight at both ends.
So that's just about having fun. You know what Jalen can do on the offensive end. And what I love about that is you see the only 5 points. Like Jalen can put the ball in the basket. He's only taken 4 shots, but still locked in. And I think that's the sign of a winning team. And it's not about that. Guys are still continuing to play the right way. It doesn't matter who's getting the shot attempts or who has the hot hand that night.
Thompson barreling through traffic. Count it. And the foul. Tough finish. And while the Boom guys point the finger down for count it, the Squadron guys twirling the right index finger to challenge. So we'll step aside with 9:04 left. At the moment, it's the Boom up by 22.
2 decades ago, we committed to supporting communities where we live, work, and play. Teams and players bringing people together through the power of basketball. We rolled up our sleeves to volunteer. We built safe and welcoming spaces for all. And we used our voices to lift people up while always inspiring young people to play the game we love. Today, NBA Cares impacts millions of fans around the world, working daily to make a difference. We're celebrating 20 years, but really, we're just getting started.
I'm reaching for the stars. Anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm up against the wall. Anytime I stall, you would say you can lean on me. I'm reaching for the stars. Anytime I fall, you would say you can lean on me.
The Pacers 2025-26 Moments Mixtape City Edition uniform is here. Visit pacers.com/city to learn more.
Wait a minute, why they in their feelings? Wait a minute, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Through the air, and Ogiannobi with a brilliant game tonight, caps it off.
Well, there is a new face on the Boom coaching staff this year. Kelly Ferris, assistant coach. We heard from her as she had the scout during the Blue Coat Series a week or so ago, and she's an Indy local. She actually played basketball at Heritage Christian High School just about 15 minutes down the road. Went on to play for the legendary UConn women's basketball program, and then after playing, got involved in the NBA's coaching program. That's where she met Tom Hankins at an NBA pre-draft camp. Got to know him there, and they were able to bring her on staff here in Noblesville. Great local connection right here on the Boom bench.
That is awesome, and yeah, what an asset for the Boom to have, and congrats to Kelly. She went 2-0 on those first 2 scouts that she led. 2-time national champ during her career at UConn. She was a Big East Defensive Player of the Year. It's after she was an All-American in high school. And yeah, played in the W for the Connecticut Sun for several years.
You know, playing on those great UConn teams, she understands how to win. She understands what it takes to win. She understands how to win in high-pressure situations, how to win when you're supposed to win as well. And so, so great to have her on staff for these guys to learn from.
100%. Johnson, well defended. O'Neal has it rim out. And you know what? In a lot of years, Kelly probably would have won Miss Basketball in Indiana. Class of 2009. Timeout called by Tom Hankins. Unlucky for Kelly, she was in the same high school class as Skylar Diggins, who won it that year. We'll step aside with 8:06 left. Noblesville in control.
At Pacer Sports and Entertainment, we're making plays for change. Over 30 years, the Pacer Foundation has used our deep-rooted passion for basketball to inspire change on and off the court. We're driving out hunger with Driving Dish, powered by Gleaners to Go. Investing in safe community spaces where Hoosier kids can play as part of our State of Play initiative. We're also passing the ball to a brighter future by boosting youth literacy. By volunteering or donating, we can deliver wins for our community, state, and future. Visit pacerfoundation.org to get in the game.
Rascal Flats, Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Saturday, February 7th, Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
I like the sound of that.
Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats.
I like the sound of
Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Wait a minute. Why they in their feelings? Wait a minute. Let's go.
Through the air. And Ogiana with a brilliant game tonight, caps it off.
Noblesville leading by 23, and Bobby the Bobcat, the Boom's mascot, he's especially excited for Sunday's game, a rematch between these teams. His cousin is going to be here. Boomer, plus the Pacemates, and a special family night offer featuring tickets, a co-branded hat that you see there, along with a food voucher. It's all available at noblesvilleboom.com/family. Out of the timeout, Squadron force a turnover. Oduro to Carton Extra, Mitchell, book it. Trey with one. And now Mitchell with a deflection. Still belongs to the Boom. Taylor Peter coming back in.
Push it out, Dale. Take it away, DJ. Up and down.
Boomer challenging the call here, as you see. Taylor, who earlier this season was wearing the Caitlin Clark Nikes, is here wearing Tyrese Halliburton Pumas. The Puma Halle 1. Those ones, the smoke edition. I like that gray look.
Yeah, Taylor's got heat. He's coming to the games.
Heat on the feet. So it was Peter getting tied up with Carton on that play. They called an offensive foul on Peter.
Taylor.
I don't know. Maybe the officials, though, were distracted by his shoes and weren't fully locked in on the contact up above. At least that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, you and me both. Seemed like he got tripped. Carton got tripped by the big fella.
Yeah. If anything, they're really a foul on Johnson.
Yeah.
Illegal screen. knocking over Carton, an Iowa native. I mentioned a moment ago how Kelly Ferris had just missed out on winning Miss Basketball. Did win a couple of state titles in Indiana. You know, Carton, he was Mr. Basketball in Iowa in 2019. That was Caitlin Clark's junior year. Somehow she did not win Miss Basketball more than once. She got it as a senior in 2020, but it's kind of shocking that Caitlin Clark only won Miss Basketball in Iowa her senior year.
That is true. That is something.
That could be a claim to fame for Zoe Young, who went on to play a little bit at Maryland. She won it.
Zoe had to just get buckets. Unless Caitlin just came on strong her senior year.
Yeah. If I was a regular person and after this game I might spend my Friday night going out having fun, I might look back at some box scores. Italo Araujo communicating the verdict here. And we got another one right. It's a foul on Johnson, so they can do that. Yeah. They can. And this is one of those things nowadays, admittedly, it's, I think, confusing for fans to keep up because there's differences between the rules. G League to NBA in some cases, with the experimental rules here in the G, right? Differences in the W, now differences in men's basketball in college, and that's different than women's basketball in college. So, like, in college, you can't have this situation where the foul gets changed.
Well, I think if you're able to look back at it, then you should be able to fix whatever you may or may not have gotten wrong.
Clean slate.
Yeah, it seems as though, you know, as well as we're doing up here, that if there's a challenge, just send it to us. We'll figure it out for them. You know, give the officials a little bit of a break.
There's Oduro with a push shot. The lead is 18, now it's 20 as 18 scores. Alexander, and rims out. That kind of night for Birmingham. Slauson. Oh, alley-oop to Johnson.
That's great transition offense. All those guys running the floor extremely hard, running their lanes. Rewarding the big fella, the alley-oop dunk.
Still active on defense.
And that's what you want to do. You want to reward the big fella. Great job there by Jalen. Big fella running the floor, leading the break, if you will, ahead of everyone else, able to get that dunk. And look at him locked in on the defensive end. Those are the things you want. You want to give your big fella, give him a little love. That energizes him as well, and he'll continue to play the way he's playing. I mean, these big guys, they got to come up and set all these screens all over the place. Certainly want to reward them.
That's a really fascinating observation, I think, coming from you as a former point guard. Yeah, would you have stuff like that in mind, how certain times in a game there's a guy who you kind of need to get that touch to get engaged fully in other ways?
And sometimes you want to get some guy going early, right? Some guys, you know, you don't want them to kind of lose interest in the game because you know you're going to need them later on. So you want to give them something quick and easy early on. But you certainly want to reward your big fellas. They do so much for you out on the floor, setting screens, defending, rebounding. Anytime you can get them a little bunny, want to make it happen.
And this one's on Johnson, and his night is over. Sixth foul. Yeah, going back to your point there, that's the sort of the human element, the feel that you got to have to really succeed. And you think about some of the great point guards over the years, Steve Nash and Jason Kidd, obviously a Magic Johnson.
Yeah, you think about it, you know, when a Jason Kidd gets the ball as a break, you want to talk about guys running the floor because they knew he's going to spoon feed us. And so that's what you want.
Richard Jefferson is now an analyst on the NBA Finals, kind of because of that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He probably doesn't have the career necessarily if it doesn't get kick-started like that. Another bucket for Brooks. He's got 16 back in his home state. Slauson, no. And Oduro now has a double-double. Blocking foul on Jones. Slauson poking it away. And Birmingham using a timeout here to get reorganized with 4:26 left. And mentioned before how Pacers executives in attendance. You're only about 30 minutes from downtown Indy and their offices. So Chad Buchanan with the Navy hoodie on there, the team's general manager, along with Ted Wu, assistant GM, also the executive vice president of basketball operations. In front of him, Ryan Carr, who oversees scouting with Vance Catlin, and then in the front row there on the left, Tim Brown, assistant GM for the Boom, and Chris Taylor, Noblesville's GM. And there, some of the guys from the Pacers and Fever staff. That's a 3-for-3 DJ Carton. Rob Dozier, who is in that shot there for a moment. He was on the Boom staff to begin the season, but he got a call up to the Fever staff as a player development coach. Isaac Jacob, part of the player development staff for the Pacers, and Eric Huddleston from the performance staff. He previously earned a call up from the G League to Indiana. This game has not had a very crisp flow here in the second half, and it was nearly almost an 11-point game there.
Yeah. That's what I meant about it's difficult to sustain, that the level play this Boom team had in that first half, and you talk about the second half looked a bit different. Fortunately for the Boom, the squadron helped them out, and they didn't play great basketball. Now it seems as though, they're able to get a couple stops and buckets really, really fast. They may just run out of time.
We shall see. Boom still shooting better than 50% from three as a team. Led by Thompson, who feeds McLaughlin. (18 of 34 as a squad from three. And that production for McLaughlin tonight coming off the bench. And Oduro is fouled.
Gabe's one of those guys that just plays the right way. It doesn't matter when he's getting put into the ball game. He's just going to play the right way. You look at it, played 27 minutes, got 20 points, 6 rebounds. Just plays the right way.
Totally. Keon Brooks has been playing the right way tonight as well. And he drills another three.
No, you're absolutely right.
He's +6, so he's the only guy for Birmingham with a positive plus-minus. Well, actually, with that, it benefits Oduro now, who's +2 as well.
Yeah, and both of those guys have been playing extremely well, being bright spots for this squadron team.
Glad for Keon now with 19, especially here in this homecoming of sorts. McLaughlin, 2 more. Alexander, the fader falls. Jackson gets teed up. Still a lot of intensity inside of the final 2 minutes in a 13-point game.
Guys just asked each other where's a good spot to eat after the game.
Yeah, Birmingham in town for the whole weekend. Brooks good on the technical.
No, but if he fought through a couple fouls.
Okay. All right, Ron, this is really where we need your expertise, though. We mentioned before a 3-time D-League All-Star. You're also a 2-time D-League Sportsmanship Award winner. So, how do you thrive as a peacemaker in these situations?
It's just constant, right? You just got to constantly be doing it. But I understand Q there. He got fouled probably 4 times before the foul was actually called. He was just fed up there.
21 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and now another point. It is the traditional free throw rules for the final 2 minutes. As we see the shot there a second ago of Coach Hankins, I'm thinking of the occasional times where there's altercations that extend to the coaches, and that classic moment, and I think it was the late 90s, Jeff Van Gundy was like grabbing the leg of Alonzo Mourning. I don't picture Coach Hankins ever getting mixed up like that.
No. I think Coach Van Gundy wishes he didn't do that either.
Whoever oversees his finances probably has that wish at least. 22 now for Brooks, within 1 of a season high. McLaughlin spins, had the angle, lays it in. That might be it. Keon Brooks, corner 3, and it's a season high, back in his home state.
But if you're the squadron, why aren't you playing with this level of energy to start the game? Why are we waiting until we're down 20 when there's a minute left to start playing with some type of life?
Would be interesting to see whether or not Brooks starts on Sunday. Peter blocked by Oduro. Thompson up in the air for it. And the boom will just drain some clock. Stick with us after the final buzzer. Kelsey will be joined by one of the top performers from this game. A lot of options to choose from tonight.
absolutely right. I mean, we've got 5 guys in double figures. With just great effort from everyone involved. Just playing extremely good basketball on both ends of the floor.
Adding a few tenths of a second there. Well, the squadron will get a chance for redemption on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Make it 5 in a row for the Boom. Final score, Noblesville 124, Birmingham 111.
Just great job by this Boom team, just defensively to get things started, not allowing this squadron team to kind of feel any sort of life right at the tip, and is able to finish it off.
And Kelsey ready to go now with Q.
Quentin, the offensive numbers have been so strong for this team the last 2 games. Tonight, 18 threes. And for a group of guys who don't always get the opportunity to play together, how is this offense working so well as a group?
I just think we did a good job of executing the scout. You know, they're a slower playing team, so our whole identity is playing with pace. So I think we did that. We just happened to have a lot of threes today. You know, we hit the early ones. I probably be aggressive and shoot the open ones. And overall, we came out with the dub.
For you, 23 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. You stuffed the stat sheet. What does an opportunity like this provide for you and your game?
Well, for me, I feel like whether it's G League or NBA, it's always an opportunity to showcase who you are and add to your resume. And so I don't come down here and think like, oh, lesser of the G. You know, I come down here and I play the exact same way I would play up there. You know, I try to lead by example. And, you know, like I said, every time you step on the floor, it's an opportunity to showcase yourself.
This is just the second time playing with this team. First time was well over a month ago, but now they're on a 5-game win streak. What's the biggest difference you've noticed from this group up until now?
We're just a lot more poised. We're a lot more put together as a team. You know, I come in, you know, I'm not there all the time, but the camaraderie in the locker room, you know, that has to account for something. You know, but we have a good group of guys, and we all play the right way. We all show love towards each other. At the end of the day, like I said, we came out with a dub.
That's right. Thank you so much, Quentin. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Q's a hooper, thanks to Quentin, thanks to Kelsey as well.
But I think those are great points. You know, as he said, when he comes here, just the camaraderie, just the family atmosphere, all these guys enjoy playing with each other. It's just a great group of guys. And I think that was just a great point and great outlook for Q to share how he feels when he's here, since he has spent a lot of time in the NBA this season.
Definitely. Yeah, the final score, Boom 124, Squadron 111. And you can catch these teams in action again, as we said, Sunday, 3 o'clock game. Tickets available at noblesvilleboom.com/tickets. Until then, for Ron Howard, Kelsey Casper, and our entire outstanding crew, led by producer Matt Scott, I'm John Nolan, saying thanks to you for watching, and so long from Noblesville.